Could time travel have been captured on film in 1928? This question, once reserved for the realms of science fiction, suddenly burst into public consciousness in 2010 when a seemingly innocent piece of footage, filmed at the premiere of Charlie Chaplin's The Circus, was uploaded to the internet. In this footage, a woman appears to be holding something to her ear and speaking into it, a motion strikingly reminiscent of a modern-day mobile phone. The shocking part? The film was shot over 80 years ago, in a time when mobile phones were nothing more than a futuristic fantasy. But could this really be evidence of time travel? Or is there another explanation for this bizarre anomaly? The mystery captured the attention of millions and sparked debates across the globe. Was this a time traveler caught on film, or a simple misunderstanding of an old piece of footage? Let's explore the intriguing story behind this peculiar discovery that has kept people questioning the boundaries of time. It all started in 1928, when Charlie Chaplin's The Circus premiered to great fanfare. Chaplin, one of the most beloved and influential figures in cinema history, had already established himself as a global superstar. His film was set to be one of the highlights of that year's entertainment landscape. However, in the background of this otherwise ordinary premiere, something extraordinary happened. Amidst the crowd, one woman stood out, but not for the reasons you might think. As the cameras panned over the audience, this woman appeared to be holding something to her ear and speaking into it. At first glance, it might have seemed like any other gesture, but a closer inspection revealed something that was hard to ignore. Her hand was raised to her ear in a manner that closely resembled the modern-day use of a mobile phone. The footage was innocuous, seemingly just another moment of everyday life captured in a time long past. But decades later, this seemingly mundane footage would become the subject of one of the most bizarre viral mysteries of the internet age. The real twist didn't come until 2010, when filmmaker George Clark was going through some old footage and stumbled upon this strange moment. His interest was piqued, and he couldn't shake the feeling that what he had discovered might be something truly extraordinary. Clark, curious to see if anyone else had noticed this oddity, uploaded the footage to YouTube. What happened next was nothing short of a viral explosion. The moment George Clark uploaded the footage to YouTube, the internet took notice. Within hours, the video had gone viral. People from all over the world began watching, discussing, and debating the strange scene. The woman in the background, appearing to speak into a device that resembled a mobile phone, became the subject of intense fascination. Social media platforms exploded with theories, and news outlets quickly picked up the story. As the footage circulated, more and more people began to ask the same question. Could this be proof of time travel? Was this woman, caught on film nearly 80 years ago, somehow using technology that didn't exist yet? Could it be possible that someone from the future had somehow traveled back in time, inadvertently captured on film by Chaplin's cameras? Speculation ran wild. Some people were convinced that this footage was evidence of a time traveler, someone out of place and out of time, caught on film by accident. The idea of time travel suddenly seemed less far-fetched than it had ever been before. But the theories didn't stop there. While some viewers leaned into the possibility of time travel, others dismissed the idea outright. What followed was a flood of alternative explanations, some grounded in logic, others fueled by more fantastical ideas. The mystery became a cultural phenomenon, taking on a life of its own and gaining traction in online communities, where conspiracy theories and mysteries are often amplified. But was there really something more to this footage? Or was it all just a strange coincidence? To get to the bottom of this, we need to explore the possible explanations for what we're seeing in the footage. Could this woman really be holding a mobile phone in 1928? Or is there a more logical, down-to-earth explanation for her actions? One of the first and most convincing theories put forth by experts was that the woman in question was not using a mobile phone, but rather a hearing aid. In the 1920s, portable hearing aids existed, and they were often bulky devices that required the user to hold them close to their ear. These early hearing aids didn't look like the sleek, discreet devices we're familiar with today. They were more noticeable, sometimes even requiring the user to hold them in place while adjusting the volume or positioning the device to get the clearest sound. This theory made sense, especially when you consider that the motion the woman makes looks similar to someone holding an old-fashioned hearing aid. It would explain why her hand is raised to her ear and why she's seemingly talking into the device. Others pointed out that the woman's gesture might not have been directed at a device at all. Instead, it might have simply been a common way of shielding oneself from the sun. In the 1920s, people often used their hands or hats to block the sun, especially during outdoor events like film premieres. Perhaps the woman was simply adjusting her hat or shielding her eyes from the bright lights, creating a motion that could easily be mistaken for someone talking into a mobile phone. Of course, there were those who speculated that the footage itself could have been altered. With the rise of digital editing, it's possible that someone had inserted the mobile phone gesture into the film as a form of digital trickery. But this idea was quickly dismissed by experts, who pointed out that the footage appeared authentic, and there were no clear signs of digital manipulation. The technology to alter films so seamlessly didn't exist in 2010 in the way it would be required to pull off such a convincing hoax. Finally, there's the issue of time travel. Could this really be evidence of someone from the future appearing in the 1920s? The idea is tantalizing, but most experts dismissed it, pointing out the vast technological infrastructure required for mobile phones, an infrastructure that simply didn't exist in 1928. Furthermore, the concept of time travel itself, while popular in fiction, is still theoretical at best. As exciting as the idea of time travel is, there is no concrete evidence to support that it is even possible. Ultimately, the most plausible explanation is that the woman in the footage was using a hearing aid. Though it may not be as exciting as time travel, it offers a much more grounded and likely explanation for what we're seeing. So why did this footage captivate so many people? Why did it spark such widespread curiosity and debate? To answer this, we need to delve into the psychology behind mysteries and why we're so drawn to them. Humans are naturally inclined to recognize patterns, even when they might not exist. This cognitive tendency is known as pattern recognition. When we see something that resembles something familiar, a mobile phone for instance, we automatically make the connection, even if that connection isn't entirely accurate. This is where confirmation bias comes into play. When people saw the woman holding something near her ear, their brains immediately linked it to a mobile phone, something they already recognized, even though it may not have been what was actually happening. There's something inherently appealing about the unknown. People love to speculate about things they don't understand, and mysteries like this provide a sense of excitement and intrigue. The footage tapped into a deep-rooted desire to uncover hidden truths and solve puzzles, especially when those mysteries involve the blending of history and technology. There's also a nostalgic element at play here. The era of Charlie Chaplin represents a time of innocence, wonder, and simplicity. The idea of seeing something futuristic, like a mobile phone, in such an old-timey setting sparked curiosity and a sense of wonder in viewers. It created a bridge between the past and the future, and the mystery became a way to connect generations through a shared fascination with the unknown. And of course, the viral nature of the internet today only amplified the mystery. In the age of social media, any oddity can quickly become part of the digital folklore, where stories and mysteries grow, mutate, and spread at an unprecedented rate. The mystery of the time-traveling woman became a part of that larger digital narrative. In the end, what does the footage of the 1928 The Circus premiere really tell us? Was it a case of time travel? Or was it simply a moment of historical misunderstanding? The truth is, it might not matter. The mystery itself has captivated audiences, sparking discussions about the impossible, the unknown, and the ways in which we interpret history. Whether it's a time traveler or just a woman with a hearing aid, the allure of the unknown is timeless. What this story reminds us of is the enduring fascination with the strange, the unusual, and the unexplained. It's a testament to our curiosity as humans and our relentless desire to uncover the mysteries of the world around us. Because in the end, the most compelling mysteries are often the ones that leave us asking, what if?